Welcome back to the Puff Drink Talk podcast. Conrad here.
Hilton.
George.
George's famous new voice.
Yeah. George, I forgot that this is how I have to introduce myself now.
You have to. And today, we're going to be talking about comfort music.
Yeah.
Getting comfortable around here.
Yeah.
With our clothes on, not off, but we're getting comfortable around here.
Yeah. As you can see, we are keeping our clothes.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes.
Please.
Clothes on. Yeah. We are
Just today,
yesterday.
but we're getting into comfort songs.
Yeah.
What made you think of this, George?
I was just thinking about that. My wife and I, we have this habit on Sundays. We just play music in order to wake up in a good mood on Sundays. So I was just telling you guys that we chose some songs. I always try some weird songs. So this morning I just showed her. It's just one example. I just showed her this Brazilian band from the 90s, I think. Yeah, it's from the 90s.
90s, 80s.
Late 80s.
Yeah.
Early 90s. Inimigos do Rei, right? So they are the enemies of the king. That's the band. I think you grasped it, right? The name, right?
Yeah.
Inimigos do Rei.
Yeah.
So I was just showing her, and then her mood just goes up, right? I have like 10 videos or 10 audios that if I know that she needs to get into the mood, I choose one of these audios, which is starred and pinned in my WhatsApp. So I have just to click there and I have it available. Music change your mood, man. So music, you said comfortable, right? So music in general can change somebody's mood, can remind you of something bad. I mean, it think about movies with the music, like a lot of the secret from the movies are that, right? Anyway, so how about you? What kind of what do you do? Yeah, how do you use
like
music?
the Beverly Hills Cop theme song.
Okay, can you just hum?
Falling is like,
can you hum?
That music, it's like, hey, I'm feeling down. I put that music. It's on like a minute or 2 minutes kind of thing. It just like brings my spirits up. You know what I mean? It's like it makes me feel happy. Takes me back. Watching the movies and when I was
Beverly Hills Cop with
Cop.
Eddie Murphy, right? That was the first time you listened to the song?
Yes, the first time. So it takes me back and it brings that happiness, that state of mind that, hey, life is about having fun and lower your expectations a little bit to understand where you are, and then that's what happiness is, right? So it's your life minus the expectations, and so if your expectations are much more, and then you're not happy, but if your expectations are a little less, and then yes, you feel happy. So that song brings me down to the point where I go like, hey, it just in life, it just needs to feel good about it, right?
Right.
So that song. There is another song though. It's I would like you to Google it because I don't know the name. It's Taylor Swift that I'm enjoying now. Something Ophelia.
Ophelia. Yeah.
Yeah. If you put Taylor Swift.
Do I feel the influence of two little girls on your choices?
My daughter, Lily, loves that song, and then I put that song in the morning to take them to school, and it's such a interesting song because it's.
Is it? Opalite?
Yeah, no, not Opalite. Ophelia. The Opalite is the second on the album.
He knows
the
order.
Fate, yeah,
he knows the order of the songs in the album.
The Fate of Ophelia, and it's an interesting song. I mean, it kind of it's a good song, and it talks about like a daughter of a noble man kind of thing, and it's like, and then I like they're living a life that is like full of happiness, and and I don't know. I mean, I don't pay too much attention to the lyrics as much, but it's not a bad song. I kind of like it, and it's Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, you can't talk about Taylor Swift when there is AC/DC, right? Because I love AC/DC.
They coexist, man. They coexist. Different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Conrad?
Well, I will have to say one of the songs that just makes me feel good is "Happy" by Pharrell. Because I'm happy, clap along if you
Yeah,
feel.
yeah.
Because, I mean, it just constantly reminds you to be happy,
Mm-hmm.
and it shows, or it just goes into lyrics about being happy and oh, it's just a happy
And-
song. It's just a
yeah.
catchy beat. It's one of those. It came out with what was the Despicable Me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's just a goofy kids movie, and I mean, I'm not I'm not like a huge fan of it, but I liked the film, and when it came out, it's just a good, like a happy, feel good song. When it comes on, everyone kind of starts clapping and starts moving around
Yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
It's
So, yeah,
incredible
that's
that you both have influence for your kids, you know. Like
We have to, because they ask for the songs, and then that's funny because in the morning they ask for the Fate of Ophelia, but then in the afternoon they go like, "Hey, Daddy, put the rock and roll," and then I put AC/DC, and then they love AC/DC. There's so many AC/DC songs that are good. I can't even say which one it is.
Yeah.
because it's a sequence of like great songs. Do you know what I mean?
they have
Yeah.
great hits.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
No wonder. Yeah, no wonder why.
You Shook Me All Night Long. That's a
Shook me
classic.
all night long.
Yeah.
Even TNT is awesome.
Anything that has like a good rhythmic. I know on Netflix right now, there's the Bohemian Rhapsody movie about Queen. I haven't seen it yet, but when you hover over the films, it kind of does like a minute-long excerpt from the movie, and it was talking about them doing the "We Will Rock You." He's like, we need to come up with a chant of like where people stomp
Yeah,
and
stomp,
clap.
yeah.
And he's like, can you imagine thousands of people at a concert
Doing that.
doing, two stomps and a clap? Yeah.
It's just the power of not the music. It doesn't need to be the whole music, but just the notes. Like you think about all the jingles. That we know they are powerful. They're super powerful. I think also comfortable music. Music depends on your activity. I have a lot of playlists, different playlists for different reasons. I told you that when I run, I have this military
Chants.
cadences. So this
Do you
is
know why those cadences are designed like that or sung like that?
It's to regulate your heartbeat kind of thing.
You're breathing. To
Yeah.
regulate, to
Oh,
help
the
you
breathing.
breathe.
Yeah.
So that a lot of it is exhale, inhale. When there's a pause, it's the inhale portion, and then exhale.
And for me, there is a power. There is a power in the chorus, like you say something. There's also communication. You can say that there's a lot of camaraderie in the song. Like it tells the whole man. I learned a lot about the history. The how to how the military, how the army or how these soldiers, whatever, how they feel it, because they express that in the music, So it kind of I get into a zone when I'm there explaining the culture, the codes, all the codes are there, all the pledges are in the middle of the songs, right? So
You touched something in there, George. I would like to ask Conrad. When you deployed, did you guys have like a song that they would put it on recreation or starting of the day, this kind of things, or no? Because I've heard it's something that's common.
Well, so taps is played in the morning when everyone needs to wake up, and then there's
what's that?
I'm sorry,
What did you say?
taps.
Taps. Okay.
I forget what taps is an acronym,
All right. Okay.
but it's like a bugle, and it's passed down for hundreds of years. So first thing at 5 o'clock in the morning, starts
Okay,
playing over the
got it.
speakers. That's you got to get up. And then at the end of the day, taps plays again, but it's a different song. That's more of a like, hey, we're winding down the day.
It dictates the organization too.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's used as part of the organization, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not played for deployment. Just because then the enemy knows when you're waking
Yeah.
up or when you're going to sleep or winding down for the day. But when you're in garrison back here in the United States, taps in the morning, taps at night is a signification of wake up and then like, okay, start wrapping up your work for the day.
But at deployment, do they have something like that or no?
Honestly, it was all just cadence songs. When we would do running and exercises, it's all just cadence songs. I'm trying to remember some of them. I mean, we had some of the craziest ones about like breaking our little birdie's neck, and it just a whole bunch of different songs. Obviously, huge influence from Vietnam, Korean War. They all have a little bit of military history. Let me see.
Conrad is looking at something on the
Yeah.
phone.
See, a lot of these are all
Work,
Army.
work. Work.
Hold
It's
on.
it's music is something that helps in a lot of situations. So yeah.
He's listening. Radio. So I'm running and I'm singing. I'm
Yes.
singing. I mean, it is motivational. So this one I use it for mostly run, right?
And it's one of those things where it's like Hilton, you said, it dictates your breathing, cadence, because there would be a lot of times like we would go on these runs, and I mean we're talking 5-mile runs. You're getting exhausted, but we would keep singing these songs because left, right, Leo. So when you're singing it out, you're pushing the air
Exhale,
out.
yeah.
You're exhaling, and then there's a pause. There's a brief pause for you to go low, right, Leo, and then everyone else sings it. So it helps you breathe. It helps make sure that you're breathing. But then when you're concentrating on the song, you're thinking, I got to keep singing this song with everyone else. And next thing you know, you're on to the next song. You're on to the next song. And then a mile has passed. And then 2 miles have passed. And you just keep singing these songs to keep up with everyone else. And then you're like, holy shit, we've been running for an hour. And
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like it. We sang 100 different songs.
Yeah.
And it just takes your mind off of the situation, off the pain, off the difficulty of it. And you're just, next
For
thing
that
you know,
window, right?
Yes,
For that window,
for that window. You're just like, you're in honestly, it's a weird primal, you're not thinking of anything. You're just thinking of your breathing. You're thinking of the next lyrics, or you're not even thinking about the next lyrics. You're just repeating what the whoever's running PT is saying. Usually the
Yes.
sergeant, or if we did any of our exercises with any of the officers, they would be the ones singing it. So you were just keeping up with them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one more thing too, as I mentioned, it's part of the culture. Like every single one of them is repeating the military culture the whole time.
Yes.
Like you're constantly learning, the struggles of the past, everything. You're not the only one. We know your struggle. Like you kind of connect to the songs because it's about you. It's about your friend, like the one is like, I hear the chopper's coming.
Yeah.
Coming from the wound. They're coming for the wound. It's part of that. They've been there.
Yes.
People have been there. Yeah, you are here. There's a reason why they even have the pledge in the middle of the, explaining why they are there. So all this constant communication, it's like a culture being embedded in the training,
With your song, with your day-to-day activities. Yeah. Yeah, very much so.
How about for driving also? For driving, I have it like specific types of playlists,
Talk about that because I just put AC/DC when I'm driving and sometimes podcasting.
Yeah. Well, I have several ones. When I wake up in the morning, like with my wife, I want it to be mellow, right? So I have it a Netflix and chill. I created a playlist, Netflix and chill. For driving, I have songs that stop your heart. Like, oh my God, this song, like you sing along. It's probably the best is like playing songs that we sing along. Like if it's Brazilians, I'm gonna have songs. If I know the person, probably I would try to make sure that my playlist before the trip englobes what the person likes, not only what I like. So I like the idea of the playlists. I don't have to think too much during the trip.
Yeah.
Other thing we do is like, okay, everybody connects to the. Look at this. You get in the car. Everybody connects to the my Spotify. So I allow everybody to connect. Okay.
Oh,
so,
I do like a party.
and then okay, it's party. So you go jam right. So you go, you're first. Then I go second. Then I am, like during the trip, I know you. If I don't know you very well, I will know your music taste, and it's another for me. That's comfortable. That's comfort for me and for them. I know they are comfort while traveling with us.
George is so thoughtful with these kind of things, And,
He really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that, it makes sense. Like I don't want to impose my. If they ask, hey George, tell me like true Texas, deep Texas songs, I'll find it. I'll build it a playlist so fast. It's easy to do that.
And it's so funny because if you look at my playlist, I will have heavy metal, I will have classic.
Same here.
Music. I mean, it really depends on my mood. I mean, I'll be driving, and like right now, probably when I leave, I'll listen to like classical or jazz. No lyrics, just some instrument just to kind of
contemporary
drown it out.
jazz.
Contemporary jazz, or like cafe jazz.
Well, the Beverly Hills is just instrument. There's no lyrics
instrumental,
at all.
yeah.
But it's too happy.
It's too
I
happy,
kind of want because it's rainy and I kind of want like a not down and depressing, but I kind of just want like a slow like symphony playing or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
And then like when I'm going to the gym, it's got to be like something more aggressive or something to get me pumped up and ready to go. And then throughout the day, if I'm studying or at work, it's more again no lyrics to distract me, but just kind of soft like background noise music.
Back in 2003, 2004, I had a friend that he did a lot of electronic music. Like he creates electronic music, and then we used to play. He would send it to me, and it's like 15 minutes, songs because it's just electronic and rhythm. There is no lyrics, and then it was actually good to work.
Yeah.
If you open Spotify, do you have a playlist?
I have Amazon Music.
Amazon, all right. So
But I have a playlist.
So
I have multiple playlists.
Yeah. So here I have the one that's peaceful guitar. So when I'm taking a shower at night, I just put the peaceful guitar. There are over 8 hours of peaceful guitar songs. So I
take an 8-hour shower.
No. I play that, and then I play while you're sleeping. Right? Like I just leave it on. It's just like soothing. It's amazing, right? The other one here, it's trance, which is it's hypnotic. Like it's super nice too. Angra, do you know Brazilian?
Yeah,
Brazilian.
Angra,
Yeah. So
I know Angra.
Angra is part of 5 or 6 playlists I have in here.
Right.
And also 2 cellos. Man, they pick up like any popular song from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and then they play in cellos, which is
really cool.
Also there is this future music that I love it, which is a kind of a melodic metal that like epic melodic metal. So when I have to produce, I just put those songs because I know it's just again no lyrics in there and no words in there. So man, there's morning coffee. There's some. Oh, look at that! Puff Drink and Talk podcast is my list here. Oh wow!
Oh, look at that.
So you guys check there on Spotify.
Yeah. On Spotify.
Right. So and there are specific songs that I love. There is one playlist that is only whistlings. You know what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The other one. It doesn't capture the, which is Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
So I have a list of
Guns is good.
Yeah. So
Guns N' Roses. Is
why?
great
Because
band.
I love whistling alone.
Yeah.
So
I should listen more to Guns N' Roses. Yeah.
it's
good call.
man,
I don't. I'm gonna start listening to
Appetite
that
for
and see if the
Destruction.
girls. Yeah.
1989 double album, man. You gotta show them this.
Yeah,
show
I
him
gotta
like
show them.
yeah, they're gonna love him. They're gonna love him.
On my playlist that start always
Check the lyrics
starts, Yeah, always starts like it's like a rock and roll kind of thing, and there's always like a Guns song on that playlist.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one it is now, but
Welcome to the Jungle, probably.
Welcome to the
yes, it's in
jungle.
there for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
It's probably the 7th or 8th song on that playlist. Welcome to the Jungle. Yeah, I used to play guitar a lot. Guns N' Roses songs.
In the midst, when she wants me to go to a place, she puts Red Stripes. Dun, 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 dun. She knows something. I'm gonna check that because it's Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are many meme TikTok videos showing that, like, the woman wants the man to be in the room, so she plays the song. The guy, whatever they are, they go there to check in Europe, right? To check what it is, because it is Champions League, you know. So yeah, there are so many different types of songs or different types of moments that we have it, you know.
Yeah.
And
Incorporate music on your life because
Yes.
You'll be a lot happier.
yes,
You will.
You know, I used to compete sound systems and stuff. You know, back in the day when I was single and had like powerful sound systems in my cars and stuff. And then for a long period of time, I went without not even having music when I was driving. I was just like driving and thinking of whatever.
Yeah.
But you know, when you add songs now, well, since a long time, you know, I always have a music, and it's much better than when not. So,
Oh yeah.
because you know, for a period of time, I was like, yeah, I've done music so much, I'm just gonna get out of listening to music for a little while. But and then I went back to it.
There's so many
20 years
genres
ago,
and
yeah.
new people coming out and different. It's amazing how music is so creative, and you think you've heard it all, and then something will come out and be like, dude, this is revolutionary. Like, what am I listening to?
And be open to listen to some of the
Oh,
music
yeah.
that your kids like, because you know you get introduced to new songs
Be
like
your grandparents or
Yeah.
your parents.
so like I included Taylor Swift, you know,
Yeah.
in your repertoire.
in my repertoire.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, pretty good.
I would-
Madonna is also nice. I was actually humming on some Madonna music yesterday, and when I was doing some editing of the podcast, because I mean when I'm editing,
Which one were you?
I don't
humming?
remember now, but
Like a virgin.
no, it was another one. But you know, when I'm editing the podcast, I have to listen, you know, to the podcast. So I cannot have any songs.
Yeah.
And when I'm here working, Dylan always have, you know, some sort of song playing in the office. So he's the one that controls, you know, the music in the office here. But I don't really normally stay here for too long because I'm out in meetings all the time. But yeah, you know, music is good.
Yeah.
It is good.
Do you have time, or
No,
we're done?
we're
today.
wrapping it up.
All right.
Yeah.
Comment some of your favorite comfort music that you like to listen to, either on a daily basis or just on a basis to make you feel good.
Yeah.
Bring up your spirits.
And don't be afraid. Try different try different genres. Try different languages. Support your local musicians too, but make sure to not close. You know your options, your repertoire only for local music, only American music, or only Brazilian music. Just be there. Like listen to that. Some of my favorite songs are in Spanish, in English, in French,
yeah.
in German, in different languages.
I agree.
Yeah, just try it.
Subscribe.
Comment.
Like it.